Well, it finally happened. I ran out of space for new games. So I guess it's time to execute my retirement plan now. Sell all my games and move to France and start my own vineyard. This is what I've been working towards all this time. We had some good times. It was a fun hobby, but sometimes you just gotta move on.
They don't like, oh, are they evil? Are they satanic? So we did that more for, more to fuck with people.
God means Enoch got my pump back, man. You know, the pythons are ready, the largest arms in the world. And I'm proud they are because I checked this dude Hercules out, man. He's got the body of a god. He even looks like the real Hercules, and he's definitely stronger, man. But I checked the dude out even farther. He could have
We
been
were at Rick James's house smoking crack together, all three of us, me, Oz, and Rick James. And then someone, caught the couch on fire, and I think he had his girlfriend tied up in the corner, was burning her. You can only smoke so much crack and keep the story straight, right?
How do you know the CIA weren't involved in the Kennedy assassination? He's dead, isn't he?
Be the man! You gotta beat the man! And I'm saying, woo! Right here! In Nashville, Tennessee, pal! I'm the man! Woo!
Oh, thank God. I can fit another row of games. Oh, that's good. Oh, I dodged the bullet there. Because I don't know anything about growing grapes. Shit. I can barely run a vineyard. Or pronounce it. Is it vineyard? Is it vineyard? Who the fuck knows? Except those crazy French people. Also, I can't talk a lick of French. I can't even order a croissant at a restaurant. Then again, I do think I need to go see a therapist or something. I mean, I don't think it's normal to hear weird noises from your Funko Pops. But then again, it's better to be crazy than be out there growing grapes. Whew. Oh. Hi! You know what time it is? It's time to take a look at all the new games I got. Just in case you were oblivious to what this video is about. I mean, it says it right down there. Maybe you're one of those people who just clicked on the thumbnail cause my pretty face is there. But you should still kind of read what you're clicking into, so... But it's gaming pickups. Let's start. First game I have is for Nintendo Switch and it's quite huge. Ooh. Oh, it's so heavy and hard. Oh, it's just so big. Whew. You thought I was talking about my penis, pervert. I think we've established on this channel that I wouldn't do such immature jokes. Anyway, it's Mario Kart Live Home Circuit. Now this one's quite interesting because the game is actually not inside here. Inside here there's a car. I bought the Luigi version because Luigi is better than Mario. Mario sucks ass. Luigi is much cooler. So yeah, inside this box there's a Luigi card. And there's also 4 of these, how do you call those? 4 gates. 4 gates. they're numbered 1, 2, 3, and 4, and there's a camera on top of this cart, and it can actually recognize the numbers, and well, you can see where you're driving from the camera because you're controlling it with your Nintendo Switch. Let's just open this box and take a little peek what's inside here. Here we go. Here we have Luigi and his cart, and this is the thing you're controlling with your Nintendo Switch. The setup was actually really fucking easy. I mean, you basically you have to download the game from the eShop, so you know it's not inside there, like I probably just mentioned. And once you downloaded it, you fire it up, and basically, if you're not sure if it requires Wi-Fi or does Switch have Bluetooth or something? I don't know. I'm not actually sure how it connects to this cart, but it does it, and it does it quite fast, and yeah, pretty much you're ready to go in like 5 minutes after you open this. Of course, you know, it takes time when you put the 4 gauge when you want to make your own track, but you can also just drive around with this just for fun, you know, you don't actually need to use the gauge. But if you want to race, you have to put the gauge, and then you have to drive the track you want. You can kind of, you know, like swerve all over your apartment, and that becomes the track. And when you're ready to race, you just go to the first gate and start the race. And there's gonna be, you can see on your Switch screen that there are other competitors. And just like in Mario Kart, you can get like mushrooms which give you boost, so the car goes faster for a little while. And you know, you can get like turtle shells and shit like that. And actually, when you get hit on the screen, your car just stops or slows down. So that is kind of fascinating idea. I do like the idea. It's pretty great. Now this thing won't go over thick carpets. If you have, you know, some smaller carpets, then this will go just fine. I only have one carpet in this apartment for now. I'm getting more at some point, but yeah, that's why I kind of bought this now, because I don't have much carpet, and so I can pretty much race around pretty freely with this for now. And my carpet is kind of medium. If I don't drive like fast and straight, it won't go over, it'll get stuck. So, you know, carpets kind of suck with this, unless they're like really thin. But yeah, there's USB, you can charge the car, and that's the button that connects it to your Switch. You know, you press this, you're ready to hook it up on your Switch and drive around. And now there are 2 reasons why I bought this. Number 1 was that this was cheap. The shop was, you know, selling its last copies, trying to get rid of those, so, you know, that's one of the reasons. But the second reason, got any good guesses why I bought this? Because I gotta be honest, this does get kind of old fast, so it wasn't because I want to drive around in RC car or anything like that. Nope. There's one pretty specific reason why I wanted this. Jesus, it's full of cat hair for some weird reason. Yeah, my cats had fucking blast trying to chase this, you know. First they were kind of like, what the fuck's that, you know? What are we supposed to do with that? But after a while they were like jumping over this and slapping it and fucking up my race. So racing with cats, you get an extra difficulty level that you won't get without cats. I imagine same works with dogs too, but cats can be quite a bit of fuckers, you know, on the road when you're driving around with this, so just a little heads up. But if you're like me, that's kind of the main reason you got this, because I just wanted to see how my cats react. It was 39 euros. I think when this was released, was it like 79 euros or 89 euros, something like that. But yeah, it's a kind of fun invention, you know, something different you can do with your console. But yeah, I don't see myself playing this that much overall, you know. I don't see myself like sitting down and driving around hours, you know. It's more like I might hook this up every now and then and drive around like 10-15 minutes, just, you know, to torture the cats or, you know, keep them active, busy. I don't know. I would have never gotten this for the full price. I was kind of tempted when it was released, but after a while I was like... Well, actually we lived in our old apartment when this was released, and there it would have been pretty much impossible to make tracks. But here, yeah, you can do decent sized tracks, so yeah. Mario Kart Live, home circuit. If you have cats, I do recommend it. If you don't have cats, well, I really don't know. I guess it depends how much you like driving around in little RC cars. I mean, if you got kids, little kids, then yeah. Well, real RC cars, they're faster and I believe more agile and better overall. This kind of cheap, crappy plastic toy in the end, with a camera attached to it. I should probably move on. Next game. Next game I have is also for Nintendo Switch, and it is Klonoa, a Fantasy Reverie series. And this one has Klonoa 1, Door to Phantomile, and Klonoa 2, Lunatea's Veil. I'm sure I'm pronouncing those like some kind of idiot, but yeah. Basically these are 2.5D platformers, you know, where you can kind of interact with the background also while you're running sideways. And I never played Klonoa games, you know, when these were originally, I think, for PlayStation 1. I think the second one might be for PlayStation 2. Not 100% sure about that. I do have one Klonoa game for PlayStation 2. Oh, well, son of a bitch, it's for PlayStation 2. Lunatea's Veil. I always thought there were 2 Klonoa games for PlayStation 1. Yeah, I haven't actually tried the second one. It seems like the second one is a 3D platformer more like. Actually, no, I think it's 2.5D too. I'm not sure. It seems like there's 3D and 2.5D parts here. Well, I don't know. Never tried it, so the fuck am I yapping on about it? But I tried the first one on this, and I played through the first world, you know, first boss, and almost to the second boss, and it's kind of cool game. I gotta say, I was digging it. Kind of weird characters. These are some kind of cats. Wait, first I thought they had like 4 hands, 4 paws. Well, cats have 4 paws, so 6 paws, but you know, 2 paws have shoes, so we'll call them legs. 2 legs, 4 hands. 2 legs, 4 paws. I'm 6 paws. That's not the fucking point. The point is that they have, you know, 2 hands, 2 legs, and then they have big ears. I don't know why. The attacks were kind of interesting in this one. When there's enemy, you kind of, when you attack it, you catch it, and you know, then you can use that to throw some other enemy or wherever you want to throw it. And yeah, that's how you kind of kill enemies. So you can't like kill one straight away. You gotta catch it, and then you gotta do stuff to it, you know? Like throw it somewhere. Not catch it and do stuff. This isn't Deliverance or anything. 2.5D platformers, really fun. Well, at least the first one is. I gotta get back to that. I was really enjoying my time when I was playing it, but the problem is the next 3 games, which are all I have, goddamn cat. I'm in the middle of playing all those too, so, and those take time, so yeah. Let's move on. Next game I have is Dead Island 2. I really like the first Dead Island. Don't mind Randy here. He's got a cute fluffy ass. But yeah, and there we go. The first Dead Island game was for PlayStation 3. God damn it, stop opening the door. Ricky's here now too. Where was I? First Dead Island game. I really loved that one. It came out for PlayStation 3, and that's the platform I played it through. I don't know if it came for other platforms, maybe Xbox, maybe not. Who cares? It was a first-person zombie action game with RPG elements, which was a cool idea. I really dug that. I played through that, and yeah, we've been waiting for the sequel. It's basically, they've been making this sequel. I don't know, like 10 years or something. Pretty much changed developers like, I don't know, 2-3 times or something. So yeah, I wasn't expecting much, because usually when that shit happens, there are some problems with the game and with the development. So, you know, yeah. But turns out this was actually a pretty fun game. From what I played like, I'm not sure, 10 hours or something. Still in the middle of this, but from what I played, yeah, it kind of feels like the first one. But I do have to say that can't remember the first one that great, but for some weird reason the weapons in this one, because it's mostly like melee action, you're hitting the zombies with pipes and, you know, swords and axes and all kinds of shit. Damn cats. I feel like they don't have the same weight, you know, the action feels like it's missing those certain balls, you know, when you hit something. Just when you get a new weapon like sledgehammer or something, you know, the first couple zombies you hit, they go down pretty cool, you know, they fly around and shit. But then, you know, really fast, I think the zombies' levels catch up with you, so it feels like you're back to just mashing them over and over again. It's like when you get a level, you're like, yay, now it's gonna be easier, but yeah, like 2-3 zombies and then it's back to fucking hitting like 10 times to the head with a sledgehammer and then they might go down or something. I don't know. I haven't played too far. Maybe if you play this further, you know, you might get more powerful weapons, way more powerful weapons that actually work better. So yeah, I'll have to play this more. And yeah, I'll try to get back to this because I am still enjoying this. But the problem is the 2 other games, I'm in the middle of those 2, and yeah, I really want to play those first. Because those are better. Muchos better. That's Spanish for lot better, I think. Anyway, Dead Island 2. I do recommend this. I like the first Dead Island more than I like Dying Light, which I believe came from the same company or same developer. This one obviously doesn't come from the same developer anymore, because like I said, it changed developers a bunch of times. Yeah, I always liked Dead Island more. Dying Light was cool too, but I never finished that. I don't know. Fuck it, Dead Island 2. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. Not as good as the next 2 games, but pretty good. Better than Mario Kart Live. I maybe like Klonoa more. Maybe. Next game I have is for PlayStation 5 also, and it is Like a Dragon, Ishin. Finally we got this in the Western countries too, because this was first released for PlayStation 3, but it came out in Japan only, and I fucking hated that. You know, I really wanted to play this because I'm a huge Yakuza game fan, so you know, that was a low blow back then. But finally they did something right, and they remastered this and released it here in the West, so that is fucking awesome. I do like this. It's pretty goddamn good. It's a Yakuza game, but it takes place during the Samurai era, or closer to the end of Samurai era. There's, you know, like pistols and shit coming in Japan, so, you know, they're kind of taking over. So, you know, old school samurais ain't that tough anymore, cause, well, when it comes to swords against pistols or rifles or cannons or shit like that, those do level the playing field, you know? You gotta be pretty damn good with a sword if you're taking on someone with a pistol. I'm still pretty early on in this game, you know, I'm only like chapter 3 and there's 14 chapters, so, you know, I haven't gotten far. The story still hasn't really like grabbed me, but I know this is Yakuza game. Yakuza games, they always start slow, which I kind of like. It builds up, and by like chapter 6 or 7, if the old Yakuza games are ending to compare at, story should already be, you know, really like pulling you in and be all over the place and just fucking intriguing as shit, you know, like 100 things going on and you don't know what exactly is what. That's kind of how these games always work, you know, they start slow and before you know it, your knees deep in some kind of goddamn conspiracy theories all over the place, you know. Yeah, I fucking love that. Also, the gameplay, you know, I do like it, you know, now this time. It's not just kind of beat 'em up with fists. You can still use your fists, but there's 4 different fighting styles. There's the brawler, which is, well, your fists. Then there's a swordsman, which is, well, with a sword. Then there's a marksmanship, was it? I don't know, not really sure, but you use a pistol. That's kind of cool idea, you know, there hasn't been really too much shooting around in old Yakuza games. There was a little bit, but yeah, guns were always kind of a rarity in those games. But then again, those were modern day Japan, you know, so they kind of take from that, because guns are kind of rare in Japan and highly regulated. And the last fighting style was like Wild Man or something. Something wild, I don't know, but you basically use your pistol and your blade at the same time, so you know that's kind of balancing between those two, and it's kind of quicker style, you know, you're moving around, shooting, switching between blade and gun, so you know, that's kind of cool too. Also, like in all Yakuza games before this, there's shit tons of all kinds of shops and activities you can do and side missions and shit. I checked from online, because I'm always curious, the main story should take like 25 hours or something like that, but if you want to, you know, collect all, beat all, you know, get max levels on every fighting style, because every fighting style has their own kind of stats and skills you have to max out, it's gonna take another 120 hours, 130 hours, something like that, so yeah, I'm kind of trying to beat this before I really concentrate on my last game, because I really want to get into that too. Yakuza, really digging this. This one's gonna be pretty high on my Game of the Year list. There are a couple of really strong candidates on that list already, so you know, this is one more. And we're down to my last game, and this game, I actually bought Yakuza and Klonoa, because I went to store to buy this game, but they didn't have this one, so, you know, fuck it, I bought those. Didn't regret, those are fucking awesome. Last time I went to a different store and they had this, so I got it, and it's pretty much the game everyone got. I mean, anyone with Nintendo Switch at least. Legend of Zelda, Tears of the Kingdom. I mean, who doesn't have this, who has Switch? I know one friend I have who has Switch and doesn't have this, but he's a fucking moron anyway, so he doesn't watch my videos, he hates this, and I hate him. Anyway, Legend of Zelda, Tears of the Kingdom, and I tried this, I didn't play much, you know, I played like an hour, maybe 90 minutes, maybe 2 hours, I don't know. Might have been 2 hours, so that's basically like nothing. I don't really dig 3D Zeldas overall, you know, the Nintendo 64 Zeldas, oh god, I hate those. To this day, I don't get it, I don't get how people like those so much. I mean, I think they fucking suck ass. Maybe there's something wrong with me. I don't know. I've hit my head plenty of times, so that might be it, but Wind Waker seemed a lot cooler than those, you know? But I still didn't finish that. I didn't play that much either. Twilight Princess, I wasn't a fan of that. I tried playing that, but yeah, I gave up. Pretty early on, it just didn't really hit me. Now 2D Zeldas, those I always loved. Those were fucking fantastic, you know, NES, Super Nintendo. Also, they remade the Zelda, fuck was it? I reviewed it on this channel. The one that was for Game Boy Color Advance? Link to the Past was Super Nintendo. Well, all you Zelda fans probably know what I'm talking about. That was fucking awesome. I loved that. I was always more into 2D Zeldas. I think those kicked the 3D Zelda's ass any day of the week, you know. I just liked the 2D style, and I don't know, there was just something about those that just I'm more drawn into, you know? Can't explain it. They're like catnip to me, where the 3D Zeldas are like dog shit to me. Not dog shit, well maybe the Nintendo 64 ones, but... And there was the Zelda for Nintendo Switch, the first one, the 3D Zelda, which was... Can't fucking remember. Son of a bitch. Oh! Breath of the Wild. I played that through. I loved that. That was fucking awesome Zelda game. 3D Zelda game, you know. I was blown away. It was just so fucking good. I liked that it didn't really hold your hand too much, you know. It just kind of trusted you in the world, and here are the bosses, which you have to beat. But you can do that in your own order, so you know, go around and explore. And I love that. That's so much better than the Ubisoft style of making world maps where you got this huge map and there's a chest, 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 there's a chest. What's that icon over there? Chest! Go collect them all. Or don't. But if you don't get all the skills. And if you do, you'll be running around shit tons just going from one point to another to another. Just so formulaic and kind of dull and yeah, it gets old fast. I mean, come on. It's bleh. I really love Breath of the Wild because that was just, it felt like you actually found things on your own, you know, you were going around there and hey, there's something. The hell is that? So, you know, if you felt like it, you just walked on over there and see what the fuck was that. Maybe it was a puzzle, maybe it was some collectible thing, maybe it was a, I don't know, apple tree. I don't fucking know. Maybe it was a huge enemy that kicked your ass because you didn't have high enough level. Beat that thing yet. And from what I played this, you know, the hour, 90 minutes, 2 hours, I don't know exactly, but yeah, I'm getting the same kind of vibes, which I'm really fucking digging. I mean, that is goddamn awesome. Of course, in this one, they added the whole kind of building thing. I've only done like one puzzle dungeon so far, so you know, that's where they introduced the whole building mechanics in this. They seem kind of interesting, and I've seen some small videos or pictures what people have built in this, and it looks like you can really go fucking nuts with those things, so you know. Really looking forward to diving more into this. I think I might try to beat Yakuza first, because god damn it, I don't want to switch between two games constantly. There's also Dead Island 2, which I kind of want to go back into too, you know, but if I keep switching between large games like this, I'm gonna be, you know, just fucking lost with the buttons every goddamn time when I switch a game, so you know, that kind of... I'm old when I get used to some style of, you know, button configuration, you know, that's it, I'm sticking with that, you know, I switch games too fast, I'm fucked, I'm pressing X when I'm supposed to press triangle, or shit like that. So you know, instead of jumping, I end up taking it up the ass from the enemies, so that's not great. Yeah, those were the 5 games I got, and yeah, good ones this time, really good ones. I've been buying some quality lately. And Mario Kart Live. Actually, if you ask my cats, that's the one that's quality and the rest of these are shit. I'm gonna actually go drive around a little bit. Give those fuckers something to do. They seem kind of, I don't know, agitated. Anyway, this was this gaming pickups video, and I'm gonna fuck off now, and you better fuck off too. Or you'll just be here staring at black screen. That would be weird. Bye. Wait. I don't know how I'm supposed to do that. Nowadays I start my videos by jumping up and saying hi. Should I go down? Should I just walk off casually? I'll just walk and go down. Stairs. I'm really bad at stairs.